Hello, everyone. I am so excited to go live today to talk to you all about a subject that I actually have been trying to teach since yesterday, and technology would not allow me to be great, but I think we're good today. Yes. I am so excited. Listen, no matter where you're joining us from, we're going to talk about 5 key questions that you should ask your CFO before 2026 comes in. Okay. Now, these 5 questions, let me tell you about them. These are questions that will reveal whether your CFO, whether your accountant is protecting your profits or they are actually quietly draining them. Okay. If you ask your CFO these questions and they cannot answer them with clear definition, with confidence, and with data, then your consulting firm, your coaching business is headed into the new year, honestly, with financial blind spots. And it could be costing you real money. Okay. So let's get into these questions. As you're coming in, say hello. We're live right now on multiple platforms. And so I want you to understand these questions and then make sure you go ask them. And then, of course, like I said, if you have any questions or comments, leave them as you're coming in, okay? So who am I? For those of you that are new to me, I am Dr. Octavia Conner. I'm the CEO of Say Yes to Profits, which is a virtual CFO firm for high-earning, established consulting firm and coaches, okay? We help established consulting firm and coaches turn their revenue and their financial challenges into clarity, control, strategy, cash flow confidence, and predictable profitability. As I mentioned before, I'm live on multiple platforms today, and I'm going to go over the 5 questions that will instantly expose whether your current CFO, your current accountant is helping you scale as we enter 2026, or if they are operating reactively and putting your profitability at risk. Here's what I need you to understand before I get into the questions. As a consulting firm owner, as a coach, you solve problems for profit, okay? Profit is your responsibility, not your reward. What do I mean by this? Here's what I mean. I mean that you should be generating a profit proactively, intentionally, and consistently. And if you're working with a CFO, with an accountant at this time, and they're not helping you do that, they're hurting you. All right. And so I want you to make sure you ask these 5 questions to them to see if they're serving you or if they're actually hurting you. So let's go ahead and get into the questions. So question number 1 is, do we have a real 12-month cash flow forecast built on data and not guessing? All right. A true CFO does not hand you static reports that you don't know what to do with them. They give you forward-looking plans and strategy. So a part of your forward-looking plans and strategy is your cash flow forecast. And this forecast should be built on a few things. Actual historical patterns, current revenue cycles, expected sales, upcoming expenses, and known seasonalities inside of your business. So when I say known seasonalities, I'm referring to, let's say, year over year, the first quarter is a major quarter where you're going to bring in a lot of revenue, but then the third quarter is not. Your forecast should be looking 12 months ahead and should be telling you and identifying what you should do in each of those quarters so that you never lose cash, right? So that you are always profitable, okay? And when they're going over a forecast with you, it should show you a few things. And I want you all to write these down. Number 1, when cash will be tight, and it's going to help you avoid surprises. It should show you when you can safely hire, invest, and increase capacity and not drain your cash. It should show you your expected profit and cash position month over month, sometimes even week over week if you're going through a cash flow struggle. And it should tell you about upcoming contracts, renewals, and churn and how that's going to impact your cash, right? If they can't identify that, again, they could be hurting you instead of helping you. Let me give you an example. So for our virtual CFO clients, we build and maintain a rolling 12-month cash flow forecast. So at the top of this, it should say 12-month cash flow forecast instead of a profit lead audit. We're going to talk about that later. But we build this for our virtual CFO clients It is updated automatically each and every day along with their financials, and it shows them when they can hire, how they can invest, when and how to prevent cash flow shortages, and how to scale their business without chaos. If your CFO cannot show you, cannot forecast this level of clarity and accuracy, then you're actually operating your business blind and making decisions without the financial visibility that you need to scale. All right. So that's question number one. Question number two, you want to ask them, what are our top 3 profit leaks and what is the exact plan to fix them? So what do I mean? So every consulting firm has predictable profit leaks. Your CFO should know those and they should proactively show you how to reduce them. Now, some predictable profit leaks you more than likely have and you may not be aware of as the owner is number 1, scope creep. Number 2, delivery inefficiencies. Number 3, pricing misalignment. Number 4, unproductive team capacity. And number 5, direct costs surprisingly increasing. Here's the thing, okay? Your CFO should proactively identify the leaks, quantify the dollar loss, and give you a correction plan to tie to a measurable outcome that will plug those leaks and enable you to easily and effortlessly say yes to profits. Now, let me give you some examples. For our CFO clients, we perform a profit leak audit, sometimes quarterly. And what this audit does is it identifies where their leaks could possibly occur before they happen. And then it gives them a step-by-step plan to recover those dollars so that they smile when they log into their bank account and they don't feel like they're earning money, but it's leaving faster than they can really honestly bring it in. This profit leak audit normally can uncover between 30 and 70% in profit that is tangible and now they can put in their bank accounts instead of it leaking out of their business within a year's time. Here's the thing, and hear me clearly, okay? I want you to hear me very clearly. If your CFO cannot proactively identify profit leaks with precision, I can guarantee you, I can bet that your firm is losing money silently and you don't even know it. All right. And you do not need to do this going into 2026. Y'all got it? Let me know if you got it. Even if you're watching the replay, put got it, Octavia. I understand this. And I'm going to ask my CFO to make sure I'm on the right track. Okay. All right. Yes, yes. Okay, good. Okay. So let's move to question number 3. So question number 3 is, what is our true cost to deliver each service and which offers need to be adjusted or removed before or as we enter 2026, okay? Here's what I know. Most consulting firms do not know their true delivery costs, and this is hurting them. Listen, the way you price your service oftentimes is based on industry norms, your competitors' rates, your intentions, and not data. And that is not good. What this does is it creates invisible profit drains that compounds over time and prevent you from scaling. Is this making sense or is this making sense? I want you to drop me some money bag emojis if this is making sense. Here's what your CFO should actually be doing. Number 1, they should be projecting profitability for every engagement, or at least showing you how to do it, giving you a template so that you can do this for yourself, okay? If they're not helping you with this. Number 2, they should have client profitability across your entire portfolio where they can tell you the profitability per client. They should understand the margin difference between each offer and each service tier, and they should be outlining your labor costs, your time, and your resources, and how it ties into your deliverables, okay? If your CFO is not doing this for you, if your accountant is not doing this for you, they are doing you a disservice. You, as the owner, must understand your delivery costs and how to ensure your price for profit so that money is not leaking out of your business, okay? Is this making sense? Now, let me give you an example. For our CFO clients, we conduct a project profitability and a client profitability analysis that shows them exactly where the money is earned and where it is drained. Okay. This allows our clients to adjust their pricing, to restructure the deliverables, and to scale the right offer with confidence. Hear me clearly, you all. If your CFO cannot provide this level of clarity, you are guessing what your profit margins may be, and you're making decisions in the dark, and eventually it's going to hurt your cash flow and profitability. And again, I cannot stress this enough. You solve problems for profit, okay? Profit is your responsibility, not your reward. It should be proactive, intentional, and with data and direction. Make sense? Yes, yes? All right, cool. Let's move to question number 4 because I got to get out of here, okay? So again, we're live on multiple platforms. Make sure you're tuning in. Make sure you ask your CFO these questions. So question number 4 is, what top strategies are already in motion to reduce your 2025 and 2026 tax bill? Now, by this time of the year, this should already be in place. If this is not in place, you're already behind. The tax bill for next year is being created right now through the decisions that you make each and every month. But here's what I know. Okay, I've been doing this for 2 decades. Most consulting firm owners, most coaching CEOs do not realize that tax surprises happen because they are not proactively planning, strategizing, and there are no forward-looking conversations that are happening throughout the year. Okay? If you have a CFO or an accountant or a CPA, they should be doing a few things. They should tell you the tax strategies that you're already implementing and how they're impacting your business. They should give you legal and ethical ways to lower your taxes and to identify the entity structure that you're having right now and if it's helping you or hurting you. And they should be estimating your 2025 tax liabilities every single quarter so that you know if you need to adjust your expenses, your net income, and your salaries strategically. Is this making sense or is this making sense? Drop me some money back emojis if this is making sense because I want to make sure you got this. If your CFO cannot forecast your tax bill by quarter, they're reactive. They're not planning, and you are guaranteed, hear me clearly, guaranteed to overpay in taxes. All right? Let me give you an example. For our CFO clients, we integrate proactive tax planning in their monthly financial strategy, and we monitor their income patterns. We adjust the strategy as needed, and we help them implement tax savings actions that are legal and ethical to reduce their taxes so they're not overpaying the IRS. Here's what you need to understand. If tax planning only happens at the end of the year, you all, you're not planning. You're cleaning up a big old mess. And that's going to result in you overpaying the IRS. And who wants to do that? Okay. The next question you need to ask your CFO. What numbers should I monitor weekly and what decisions should I make from them? Hear me clearly. A CFO's job is not to hand you long, useless reports that you don't even understand. Their job is to translate the numbers from your financials into clear direction so you can lead your company with confidence, with control, and with clarity. Every single consulting firm CFO, CEO should know exactly which metrics matter each week, each month, and what decisions you should make based on your metrics. All right? Drop me some money back emojis if you all understand this, no matter where you're joining us live from. Here's what you need to understand. Your CFO should guide you by giving you the core numbers that reveal the true health and profitability of your firm every single month, every single week if you're going through a cash flow challenge. They should give you targets for your revenue, your cash flow, and your profit, not just your revenue. Your CFO should deliver efficiency and team capacity signals. So what do I mean? They should tell you if your delivery cost is too much, if your team is not performing and it's hurting your cash flow, right? They should tell you how to strengthen your pipeline and how to ensure you do not have revenue gaps. If your CFO is not helping you in that way, they're doing you a disservice. And here's another thing. They should give you indicators and financial risk understanding before it happens. Okay? Listen to me clearly. The goal is you should never wonder what's going on with your business and your numbers. If you have a CFO and you're still wondering, you have the wrong CFO. Okay. For our CEO clients, they have a dashboard that they can look at 24/7, 365. Then we do their monthly financial CFO strategy session and quarterly reviews so that they know where they're going. They know how to bridge the gap between where they are and where they want to be. If your CFO is not guiding you in this way to make decisions based on data, they're not helping you scale. They're hurting you. Do you all understand this? Drop me some money bag emojis. Let me know if you're watching a replay if you understand this, okay? And the last question, all right? Because like I said, I got to get out of here. So the last question is, I want you to ask your CFO, what are our profit plans for 2026 and how will you ensure that we hit it every single month? You hear I didn't say revenue plans, right? You know your revenue goals, but do you know your profit goals? I want you to understand this. Revenue without a profit plan will lead to cash flow shortages, unpredictable, struggling months, and growth that feels unstable, stressful, and scary. If you're working with a CFO or an accountant advisor, they should build a profit plan that shows you how the business will produce, protect, and retain profit month after month. Okay? Do you all hear me? All right. A few things for your profit plan that they should have. You should have your target monthly profit number, not just your revenue goal, the activities, the offers, and the capacity required to produce that profit consistently. Your profit plan should show you where to adjust and how to adjust so that you always remain cash flow positive at all times. Okay. And your profit plan should show you when it's going to be tight, when cash flow is going to be in a shortage, and what you must do to change that. If your CFO, if your accountant is not helping you in that way, they're hurting you. Your CFO and your profit plan should show you what to do month after month, heck, sometimes week after week, to ensure that not only do you hit your revenue goals, but you hit your profit goals. All right? Let me give you an example. For our CFO clients, we build a complete 2026 profit plan that breaks down what they're supposed to do month after month to hit their revenue and their profit goals, to ensure that they have predictable profitability, that they make decisions with confidence, and that they scale from a place of strategy and not stress. Listen, you all, and hear me clearly. If your CFO cannot show you a plan that you can use to take action month after month, they're hurting you. And you're assuming you're going to be profitable, and it might even hurt you in the end, okay? And so if your CFO cannot answer these questions clearly, confidently, and with data, you could be starting 2026 at a risk, and you don't want to do that. You have to put the things in place right now to close the gap, to make sure you're cash flow positive, to make sure you say yes to profits, and you pay the smallest legal amount possible in taxes before, hear me clearly, you enter 2026. Okay? Y'all got it? Get it? Got it good? Yes, yes? All right. Now, if your CFO is not helping you with this and you want to kind of see, what else you need to ensure that you're profitable in 2026, then you can schedule a discovery session with my firm by going to sayyesToprofits.com/session. And we'll jump on a call and talk about what you must do to have a 2026 year that's far better than 2025, to ensure that you say yes to profits consistently, to ensure that you have a profit plan, you pay the smallest amount possible in taxes, and you operate with the ultimate financial clarity, control, and confidence. You want to make sure that 2026 is your best year yet ever, and it's not like 2025. And that starts right now. And if your CFO, your accountant is not doing this for you, click the link in the description, scan the QR code, and schedule your discovery session today so that you ensure that you say yes to profits in 2026. Does this make sense, or does this make sense? If you're watching a replay, hit replay, put replay in the comments. I want to make sure that when we get into 2026, we're all profitable. And if your CFO is not helping you in that way, they're hurting you. Period, point blank. Get it, got it good? Yes, yes. All right, you all, I got to get out of here. That was my time today. Thank you for tuning in live. Let me know if you're watching a replay. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. I am Dr. Octavia Conner. And until next time, say yes to profits, everyone. Toodles. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Say Yes to Profits podcast. Now it is time for you to make money moves. Take action based on what you learn. Now see you on the next episode. Say yes to profits. Toodles.